Estamos perdidos en el bosque de los sentimientos, en el bosque del silencio, en el bosque del ruido. Estamos intentando encontrar la salida. A veces parece difícil. A veces parece imposible.
Plantegem un risc per viure dues vides, fins i tot a la meitat. Ens tornem tan ximples amb l'esperança de sentir-se dos claus en els nostres somnis. Un trencament a la nostra cadena, una mà infinita, com un caprici ple per acariciar la nostra foscor.
Escalamos en los árboles con el miedo a caer. Empezamos en las raíces. Se siente a salvo. Siente que tenemos que quedarnos allí, pero siempre hay algo que susurra que nuestro tiempo se acaba. Es hora de seguir adelante, hora de crecer. Nos sentimos solas, nos sentimos tontas, somos frágiles. Miramos hacia arriba, deseando tener alas. Queremos llegar al cielo lo antes posible. No pensamos en el camino y nos hacemos daño. Nuestra cabeza recibe signos digitales, nuestra alma pierde el equilibrio y se cae en la tierra y se transforma en agua.
Estan creixent gotes d'aigua, ni flors, ni ales, ni pelpegos. Quina terra més hipster és la que ens hem mudat, com un zombi sense sang, al cementiri de la pluja. Virtual, evidentment, ni posta ni sol, ni posta ni posta.
Something in the water, something in the air, something in the food, and it tastes like fear. Words escape me, as eyes veil over with complacency, brains fogged with latency, and narcotic gas fills every nook and cranny and trickles into the lakes and seas. Silent as veins bleeds, an invasive species of hemoglobin as we settle downstream, impatiently waiting for us fish to start our feeds. And it's like this that they stick us with their scheme. It's like this that they impregnate us with their fear. Regurgitating minds, intoxicating minds. The streams and brooks of Babylon have been babbling for some time, blabbering their best bullshit that would extract blubbering from great whales, these mongers of madness, fear, and fishy tales. A whisper here, a warning there, of war, a Napoleonic peace that takes its toll on plastic brains. Their motor neurons sleep. They deal in beating the bleats into sheep, and bastardizing reason from the truth, and they do it all before our very eyes. Fat animals are cool. They give us the blurbs of books to read. But then we find the pages have been glued, the spines there for decorative purposes only. It seems one page would actually do. No need to read the middle bit. The spoiler's coming soon, and it's going to come in bite-sized chunks, so you don't even have to chew. But do look at the picture on the cover, it will help provoke our view. They've got screaming mongers of madness, messengers of doom, put it in our mouths, feed us with your news, your blues. They write rhymes into riddles that get us all confused, explosive arguments with augmented reality dancing in their tunes. Artificial intelligence replaces what we've always known. Our rationale suddenly renders out of service, and we're scared to stand alone. We have to reboot our way out of this black hole. So we clamber up their slopes as they dangle their dicks in front of us and pass them off as rope. Backed into a corner, it feels like there's nowhere else to go, so we wank our fears and we jizz them over everybody's home. Masturbate and madness, regurgitated fear. The party's plans are blowing up and it's coming in your ear. Lick from the windows, it tastes just like beer. Give it to your kids, give it to your peers. Peer into the madness and you'll leave without your eyes. Your minds will follow close behind. They know about your kind, they know what you eat, they know where you dine. They're feeding the 5,000s and they've got you caught on their line, reeling your attention, trawling through your time. These mongerers of madness, fear and sticky slime. And how could you decline? A free meal slapped upon your plate, succulent steam and fish seasoned with their way, their gospel truth that would leave Matthew, Mark, Luke, John and Jesus squirming in their grave. So, come on, dip into the madness. Take a swim in the insane. The monsters in the walls will have you clinging to your pain. Shout their message from the rooftops, and do not think before you say. Bring your friends and loved ones. Leave no one sitting at the bed.
If I could copy, paste, slice and sew your voice notes together to make one pilot episode of Why It Hurts to Breathe, you'd be my favorite podcast. You'd laugh in tones that feel like home, and I would know that my recollection of our initial connection will never be enough to reconnect me to your essence. I could see surveillance footage of your line of sight when I thought you might be the one for me. I would see your focus was on completely separate things. I'd witness what you felt when my eyes rose to the ceiling and I thought you were seeing me. Times were different. Your laugh said sincerity. Initially I approached with brevity and we weaved ourselves a trap for the future. You saw another me and touched her like you knew her. Our time travel romance crept beneath the pause, every gasp in my step, every skip in my breath, every faith I had left. How did it feel to be at the wheel of a classic still? I saw stars alive in the skies of your eyes, while service gleaming in mine. I was your spit and shine. I was your daily reminder. Whilst you watched me grow blinder, you lost the woman you had seen and didn't bother to find her. You took my heart home to feed your ego. And we know that's low, but did you have to take my soul? Monster truck messiness, rampaging through roads, did I have to be in tow? I need to know if you know. I need to know if you know that bells chime from your eyes like personalized lies, comforting comforting vulnerable souls, bleeding and longing to be held and to hold. And with slick tongue you come, with your laughter and fun. I don't know if you know, but you're a sin. You draw others' last drop of hope left within. Spill your words like a new coat of paint. Let your glances linger in the air like you can recolor despair, like you'll always be there like some saint. But shadows stay true in their place next to you, claiming all that we knew in the sun. Call it shade, but it's truth. Words of strong, shameless proof. Trap your words in a noose, now you're done.
Much needed breath. Breathe in for once, renouncing the hurried steps on the asphalt, giving up on the barriers between individuals. Breathe in for once, allowing our differences to dissipate into thin air. A much needed breath. I know we shouldn't talk about this. I know we all know too much, and I know we have to be with ourselves. When did you have the opportunity to understand loneliness? When did you stop resisting its advances and gave in to the love lying underneath? Life is a constant power struggle between our desires and destiny. Unpredictable, loving and indifferent, destiny will always have the upper hand. And we stand here, buried in information. Consumed by our consumerism, we stand here, longing for our distractions when we have the biggest task upon us, to face ourselves. To realize we are nothing else but an enraged paintbrush from abstraction. We are a grain of sand in the hourglass. We are infinity freezing time. We are nothing. Nothing the other half completing and put on our shoulders the weight of success, knowing how fragile it balances in somebody else's decision. Life is a constant power struggle between what we were told to believe and isolation. Much needed breath. Turn off the news. Light up a cigarette, but before doing so, wash your hands clean because you might fuck up your lungs. See how we are a contradiction spelling itself out. Take your time to forget what time it is. It's only in feeling the silence when violence retreats. We were given a gift. We were given a seed. We were given the soil of self-armistice. Too bad. It is panic what unites us. Too bad fear is the catalyzer. I know we shouldn't talk about this. I know we all know too much, but knowing is holding on to nothing. A much needed breath to let go of ourselves. There's a barrier. So when are we gonna talk for real? Not stopping over languages or periods, not hesitating to decorate our feelings, not longing for redemption or golden nuggets, letting our hearts slide past the clocks, locking our thoughts in a sentence, rhyming amidst the cadence. Let's forget the high stakes and those counterfeit mistakes. Let's look at the leaves, let's look at the roots. We never really understood the seasons, but that doesn't matter. We never gave a hand to a stranger expecting treason. We never asked the horizon if there was something missing. We never looked up to notice our clear sky. And I never gave myself a moment to miss the Caribbean Ocean and the different shades love casts upon me. I love the depth of its blue. I love the waves burying me in kisses for a while. I love the shopping malls catching fire. I love the mornings when they don't hide the fact that they're crying. I love the lost hour between sunset and nighttime. I love the wind singing, with the leaves singing, with the ants singing, with every single thing I'm thinking. I love knowing fantasies are a mind construct. I love rejection in its purest form. I love the colors underneath my eyelids in every kiss. I love the marriage between infatuation and my first kiss. I love heartbreak as a motivator. I love love itself as love and not as a construct of my imagination. And I love this isolation. It's the closest I can feel to reincarnation. It's the closest I can relate to myself as a creation. It's the closest to me beyond anything I can feel. At least while something else catches my attention. All the seconds are composed of stillness. Time has become a suggestion, a mere option, and every day I evaluate this stillness upon the breath of the earth. Mornings are a sanctuary. Mornings are the elixir. Mornings are a fearsome thirst quenched, a hangover from the past. Sit down. Let your feet dangled up from 4 stories high. And as the sun hits your face, swallow the absurdity of deadlines. As the sun hits your face, come clean about how much you've been resisting patience. Accept how we're learning to smile with our eyes, how control is that muse who only wanted attention, and accept how life is defined by what is not. And I got tired of observing our souls pulverized into grains of sand, hissing their way down the hourglass. I got tired of not wanting to be tired, of catching up on sleep when sleep was too busy keeping me awake. I got tired of fossilized sunsets on vacation permits, on rent receipts, on unwanted futures burning to ashes too close to our mouths. Back when we floated aimlessly as islands too scared of each other. But now we're lighthouses rooted on our living rooms. We are shyness getting naked upon mirrors around us. We are fireflies constellating hope, posing on a winter shed and on a spring to be. We are normality, getting an intervention from our mother. If mornings are a sanctuary, nights shall be the confessionary. As time traps itself in a destructive healing, and I sit down and let my feet dangle from 4 stories high, letting clocks laugh with us at how irrelevant our worries were once upon a suggested time. Have fallen asleep, leaving me stuck in infinity, awake. My mind is a tangled ball of yarn, a knot unencumbered by the passing of time. And I surface from the drawers of my past, becoming the man I never asked to be, hardened by a secret, surrounded by the corpse of a red-handed lie, caught up on the wrinkles of the calendar, crossing out repression disguised as love. I was protecting perfection. My family, my superheroes made no mistakes. They were banned from being human, from fucking up, from learning from their impulses. Unable to understand, I felt my behavior sow itself without asking for permission. I held the dimples of my younger brother like wounded birds, dreadful of a truth untold. I wore his eyelashes like wings, pretending I could cheat justice as a silent vigilante. And as time went on, this truth sank into the quicksand of acceptance. I kept my father's hedonism and affairs as a worn-out blade of silence, resting amongst the ruins of my splintered adolescence. And my brother could fight himself within a strong household which depended on how discreet 13-year-old me could be, a straight-A student athlete whose idea of passion, sex, and marriage were changed to an impeccable behavior and a self-imposed strict morality. Because sex meant lies, and it meant lust, and it meant fucking someone while fucking over somebody else you know. But it was fine. Family was tribe, and family was home, and family was right, and I carried on. As the mute mediator of the house, scared shitless but smiling. As an anchor of well-being, scared shitless but thriving. It was fine. The house of cards held still on my shoulders. As my unlit lights clogged up in my throat and my lower back while I refuged in the guilty pleasure of violence, in the first hours of the sunrise, in the words, the numbers, the arts, and the signs. I refuged in my brother's joy for being gay, in the underwater stories of Stone Cold Temple and charisma of my father, in the humor, drive, sacrifices, and strength of my mother. Holding tight to the fights, the errors, the forgiveness, the beautifully imperfect honesty and love radiating from the four of us. The impractical wisdom, the laughter, the healing which rose from redefining the meaning of my blood. Meaning of my blood ties.
To me, you're nothing more than 9 digits. Natural person obliged to tax declaration. Maybe computerized by master data form, if you are a professional. You're nothing more than the taxing plus irregular links, which between us simply grows. You're not your worn-out sweatshirt that confesses you have been wearing it on your flesh over a month, and the smell screams for all the passerby to hear. You're not the nails of your right hand filled with all sorts of black dirt, the aftermath of this city's rust. You're not your name. Nobody can pronounce it. You're not working hands. Your hands are dark and pollute the housewife's white apron. You're not a belly bloated by a new breath hidden inside. Your breath stinks of curry and turmeric. You're nothing but fall on the sidewalks of Bath Square. You're not the first class alphabet that's gonna articulate words and poems, since I cannot pronounce them. I am a contract expiring at the end of the month. I am a contract expiring at the end of the month, without the right to tomorrow's Monday. A blessed half-dead, dragging his feet inside his golden canes. A willing victim battling to win this title. I am a soul dirtier than your worn-out sweatshirt, but I have the privilege of the white shirt. I am a tongue alive, with coward consonants and vowels spinning inside my head. I have a name that I don't pronounce, Rick. I have a status, salary, and insurance. I have a god, culture, and identity. With my right hand I make the sign of the cross. I throw flowers, sometimes to singers, sometimes to funeral processions. Alas, if you ever thought, even for a second, that you and I have equal fingers. Better than other people, because I consist of 9 digits. Natural person lines to tax declaration, maybe computerized financial data form, if I am professional.
Maria, the orange-haired clown, like a Ronald McDonald, cuyo único don is that of the grab, artlessly dodging inconvenient truths, artificial, spouting his vitriol on the sight of the bluebird of discord, as addictive to those who take him at his word, thinking it gospel, though misspelled, or grasp at his plastic straws as fast food. I want to dispel their misconceptions. He is noxious, a misleader, and he'll leave them low down in the dumps, lost and at a loss as they emerge from their obnoxious junk food high. It was obviously that hijo de Putin who enabled him to trump us, so we must start a ruckus. Or wait, he's more like a sinister Halloween clown. Creepy. Hold it! Drop that Y. Lurking to terrorize innocent passers-by. But we had lost our innocence. After the passage of the gale-force winds, aghast and gagging, I wait to hear what DT has to say in response to the havoc the hurricanes wreaked on Puerto Rico, Isla Bonita, and it reeks of Katrina. My heartstrings snag on the devastation, a perfect demonstration of logic and compassion unraveling, the perfect storm. And he leaves them for dead in the water. He obfuscates, creating diversions teeming with red herrings, obstructing, obtuse, willfully seeking to confuse. Debris is jumbled in the floodwaters, refuse of the deluge. States on the mainland receive the aid they need to get back on their feet, to right what's wrong, in deference to the president's residence. It turns out we were delusional, but not collusional, to think that Puerto Rico would be treated as anything other than a backwater. But the difference in the treatment of these US citizens is staggering, nonsensical. In stark contrast, the islanders are left in the dark. For months, the politics of greed play out over political power, over the electrical grid. And meanwhile, the death toll mounts for reasons unfathomable in a commonwealth of the wealthiest country in the world. Lack of food, lack of water, lack of electricity, lack of medication. Treating PR badly is bad PR. The official death count is lax for citizens who don't officially count, not in the census, nor in factoring the GDP. Their right to vote unrecognized, their voices unheard. That's absurd. Currently fledgling, they actually need to be full-fledged citizens, not second class, commonly ignored as if they had nothing in common with their siblings on the shore of the continent. A divide as wide as the Caribbean. The reasons for this are strategic, racially tinged. Their self-respect cinched enough to make you cringe. But these people are not ones to whinge. And so, my colorblind friends, mostly white by definition, it's time to take off your rose-colored glasses. These are not huddled masses. They're yearning to be debt-free. Don't let them slide into oblivion or resign them to a fate as slippery black as obsidian. Obsidious, obsessed, we mustn't rest till we're riding the crest of success. Let's get into a huddle and muddle it out. How to wipe out their monstrous debt instead of communities. Forgive it, so that they can forgive us. Oh, and just as a footnote, those of us who can should vote.
You want us to fear touching each other. Why don't you just fuck off? Love is fear-free and untouchable. Eros Annika Temahana. You want us to fear touching each other. Why don't you just fuck off? Love is fear-free. Love is fear-free. Touching each other. Eros Annika Temahana.
Don't play with tasers, scissors or razors. They say you're crazy because you're talking to yourself and they're dangerous. They loiter in dark spaces, crevices, caves. The saliva slaps their lips when they lick you with their lasers. Fascist, racist, fiends, bullies and haters, they want more energy and in return they give theirs and don't take it. Don't play with fakes, with lizards and snakes and always cut your own grass instead of blazing away. They say the crazy is contagious and alerts in every basement to stay away from vacant homes that occupy conspiracy agents. Rather listen to the statements of bankers and bailiffs. Rupert Murdoch and his merry band of unknown assailants, they say the crazy is contagious and handed red pills out to save us. So now we think we're the wise ones, but they're blue, they're being painted. To the left or to the right, it doesn't matter. In the Matrix, neo this or neo that, they morph together, it's the same. They're all the same. Don't play with pagans, druids, mystics or shamans. And remember that your God lives in a satellite station. Along the way his rhetoric plays out across the nation, you'll be sung to sleep so deeply you'll fall into hibernation. And now, insanity is vibrating loudly. Can you hear it saying, chat for those people, as if persuasion, you don't listen home and your children will be taken. But I'm saying, if your light is the one that's leading me along the trail, then I'd rather walk in darkness, dragging my finger at the rail. You say that your star is the only one that can guide me to the stable. I say, you're a liar, your facts are full of fables. You say you hold the key to all the answers that I'm craving, but I know a lot that can oracle and flies with the magic of the raven. And you know what he told me? Do you remember what happened to the man who set sail into the lake? He found out that he was constantly restricted by the bay. But whale to the abyss, you'll never know what you'll awake. Always feel the consciousness no matter what it takes. They say the craze is contagious and that's why they label it. So you know what you've got, my you're a different flavour. Heaven forbid, you should try and diagnose your own case. You're a layman's alert as if your brain into its place. They say the craze is contagious. You're brazen, bold as brass, shameless. Don't play in the wilderness with wildlings and sameness. Just feel it in. Pull it back. And if you feel like breaking free, keep on saying it. In some cultures, you could be labelled prophetic, spiritual, shaman, clairvoyant, magically able. But here, no, not here. Here, you're just enough crazy.
¿Qué es lo que ves cuando me miras? No, no me ves a mí, ni a mi cuerpo. No puedes verme por dentro. No captas mis sueños. Tus palabras te las devuelvo. No soy tus deseos, ni tus rasos pensamientos. En mi cabeza cabe un mundo, ideas que atraviesan lo tangible. Te lo explico. No me entiendes Entonces revoluciono en silencio. Aprendí buceando lo invisible. A veces desaparezco, quieta. Cuando me callo, preparo tormentas. Tengo nombre y un largo camino. Ando por ahí tejiendo muchos hilos, inmensas telas de subjetividad. De verdad, ya no me importa si estás o no de acuerdo, si no aceptas mis argumentos. Me he despegado de tus sellos con anchas alas. Vuelo hacia mí. Te veo, sí, te veo, cada vez más lejos. Suspiro, sonrío y juego en el viento. Todo en mí se vuelve infinito. Lo siento. No quiero darte mi tiempo. No quiero malgastar las horas. Prefiero pasar los días existiendo, viendo.
There's an uneven tile on the floor under my desk, perfectly set for to rock my heel against. I will take the music where I find it. There's a stranger here saying something to me. I am distracted by the color rising in her cheek. And I will take beauty where I find it. And the way you fight for life on a single soul sick day is more beautiful to me than the whole love and light brigade. And I like the broken bits the best, so don't tell me you're not good enough. Don't tell me it's too dark in here. Without the darkness, I don't know love. And there's an uneven tile on the floor under my desk, perfectly set for to rock my heel against. And I will take the music where I find it. There's a stranger here saying something to me. I am distracted by the color rising in her cheek. And I will take the beauty where I find it.
And I will take the beauty where I find it.
Silencio de la crisálida, que tímida se apresura a desenroscar sus alas con olor de azahar, reflejo del surco de tonalidades de su alma. La creación, espejo de la belleza, la libera del capullo, guardián de su luz y oscuridad. La mariposa transita por la resistencia al frío, intensificado con la nocturna solemnidad, para revelarse con aleteos impulsivos en la mañana primaveral. La jovial mariposa juguetea con árboles y sus hermanas las flores, amando la tierra y el aire, antes de volver a su estado inicial.
La intención auténtica. Unir a personas con otras personas. Confinadas, demuestran su valor humano. Confinadas, tienden la mano y ofrecen pan a la vecina de al lado. Cuando por fin veas más allá de la pared de tu dormitorio, y transportes tu cuerpo a toda velocidad por el globo, ese grano de arroz en medio del universo. Respira. Muévete solo hasta donde tu corazón y tu sonrisa descubran el camino con esa luz tenue y cálida que te permita ver a las personas que encuentres como auténticas hermanas. Será en ese momento cuando te des cuenta de que prefieres el último bocado para la ciudadana de al lado que tiene más hambre que tú, y es quien convive contigo en este libre momento. Y si justo ahora se derrumbase este castillo de copos de avena pegados con miel, seréis la primera semilla para crear de nuevo el bosque que un día llamaste sociedad.
cliché phrase to avoid love, obligations, your dad's slap, the drunkenness before you go home, to put on bed the thoughts, I'm not well, I want to live. What am I doing here? I don't want to be here, I want to be elsewhere, not here, not there, but elsewhere, somewhere else, I had enough. A cliché phrase, voluntary escape.
Today, I woke up and I had to go to work. But my white shirt is in the laundry.
Today, I woke up and I was thinking abandonment because you left early.
I took it there to refresh my dignity, because it got soiled with despair, and it's difficult to clean it.
I lost the time, in case you'd stay, for one more hug.
And if it cleans, nothing will really change. As the catharsis, didn't arrive inside you.
Inside me was put the cry of a baby dressed up as the sea, the cry of a victim of an homophobic attack dressed up as itself, the cry of a girl dressed up as resistance to the dick. Mom, what is dick?
Dick means rebel.
Is rebel.
The rebels kill the smiling child.
Child.
Within you can do whatever you want, and in your bed too. Just try not to provoke. Don't fuck doggy style with the guy you met in caramel, because if the neighbor finds out, he will throw you stones. As your provocative attitude irritated his strong manhood, and he got terrified.
Don't hold your boyfriend's hand in the street, because you are a boy too, and if it happens to see children on your way, their parents will shut their eyes and spit on you.
Don't kiss your girlfriend in the subway, because you're a girl too. And if you don't do it to make someone horny, then you better not do it at all.
And for God's sake, don't go to church wearing pants if you have tits, unless they are made of silicone. And don't go wearing a skirt if you have balls, unless you are a match with a priest on Tinder. Terror.
Terrified of what you know is hidden inside you. Because what's hidden inside you comes under your bed and slowly extends its fingers, tears off the mattress and swallows you up. Like when you were a kid and you were listening to this crawling on the floor, and the floor was collapsing, taking you inside like nobody ever did, because no one ever had the depth of your own despair.
Warning. We will fuck you. I want to become a star that wishes to not fit into it. I want to be impossible to any kind of exploitation. I want not to want. I want the consuming contact ads to stop. I want to fit the ass into the porn of every phallocratic misery.
You don't fit anywhere, and even when you fit, you never belong there. You extract and you break. You explode and fill the creation with small voluntary escapes that dip into the calendar of the year and hide under your bed.
A bed without a mattress, because the mattresses are for the shop windows, so the homeless can see them and sleep outside.
Come down, my beloved. No matter how many small voluntary escapes you will try, you will be reborn to do it again. Until you decide that today at work you won't wear a shirt.
Today at work, you will go naked, with your tits in the air and 2 stickers of hands to show them exactly where you want them to touch you. Don't let them choose. Maria, do you want to play hide and seek?
No.
Η μικρή Μαρία κάθεται και κλαίει, για δεν την παίζουνε οι φιλενάδες της. Γιατί η μικρή Μαρία σήκω επάνω, κλείσε τα μάτια, κοίταξε τον ουρανό και αποχαιρέτησε. Maria speak. Maria say something.
Silence. I don't like this word. It's too quiet. And I want to clamor while I'm present, to remember who I am.
I remember my eyes watering over my dead dreams. In my sleep, I see my hands holding other hands without bodies. fuck is happening to all of us? I see a bunch of people walking around going somewhere far, far away from where they were born, and in their arms they hold uprooted souls who do not smile. What the fuck is happening to us all? I see an attack of skin colors and always wins the hate and not the fear. Don't forget, you can hear the fear.
I see digital knives and documents opening wounds, tearing apart my soul, and me feeling proud of being white and straight. I see people who forget that they are humans, and they are converting and judging gods. They erase their self from the higher possible, and they slaughter on the altar of morality.
I see people worshipping other people. Are we serious? I see people crying and asking for help from pictures which are paintings of antiquity models. We are not serious at all. Sometimes I see myself fucking, and it's then that I wake up and I caress my body to make sure that it still belongs to me.
But my body's not there. I have no body. I have an empty box with a label hanging on me and identifying me depending on the circumstances. I see myself in the mirror and I don't recognize me because I never met him. I see myself in the mirror and I don't recognize me because I never met him. I never learned what my name was because they baptized me in every harbor. I never learned what my favorite fruit was because I was scared to like the apple more than anything, and then they would make me responsible for all the sins of humanity. I never learned what makes me famous because I never had the chance to start. I never learned which side would be best for me in bed because my dreams are out of bed. Don't anybody see? We've got a war to fight. Never find a way, regardless of what they say. How can it be this wrong? In this moment, how can it be this wrong? Storm in the morning light, I feel no more. Can I say frozen to myself? I got nobody on my side, and surely that ain't right. Surely that ain't right. Can't anybody see? We've got a war to fight. Never find a way, regardless of what they say. How can it be this wrong? In this moment, how can it be this wrong?
What is a dream when it has unwired nationality? And what is the purpose of the night's sleep when in the daylight you wake up with the need to promote rich guns, using your breath holding for bullets, with foreign oxygen and red running water, with a transparent breath evaporating from the wide waves of newborn age and self-propelled nostalgia? Yes, I'm talking about the kids we are throwing in the sea before they have the time to miss their home. Why say it's alright? when the answer has become an automatic text that you receive when you are out of life and memory.
It is expressly agreed herein that the parties are affiliated in connection with dependent opinions on the social media and also the opinion of the neighbor, and it's not established between them any relationship of emotional interaction.
We are more interested in the size of the dick than in the size of karma that we build every day and break it down every minute. What is the size of the smile when the truth is a big lie and love is a neutral gender hatred? What is the size of the applause when art distinguishes black from white and poetry distinguishes the lounges from the pedestrian?
Size. I don't like that word. It reminds me that I have to specify with it everything that is around me. Humanity. A big word. That big that accesses the universe. I don't like the way it has become. I prefer the word steak.
Mom, what is steak?
Eat it, sweetie, and shut the fuck up.
It all gets a bit sinister when ministers administer that lethal dose with a grin that says, I'm a harmless clown. When evil and ill will are hidden under coats of prime finishers so you can't see the agenda benders pulling their strings up and down. Would you pander to the very parasites that have sucked your veins dry? If you take a hard gander, you might see the propaganda in the blackness of his eye. This politician has won your trust on the basis of a lie. And now tell me, when you jump on party agenda, do you not remember the misery and the history? Do you forget about their crimes? Do you forget about the protests, the strikes, about austerity, people that died? And now they want to strip some of us of our nationality, people who were invited here to build our industry. Now what? Nationality is no longer a right. Will you stand and fight, or do you think that fat men in ivory towers and you are more alike? I'll tell you that the rift goes far deeper than the simple matter of black and white. See, they may appear to be for people, but they will never see you or I as their peers. Barrels of fear and canisters of laughing gas blasted into the masses will only masquerade the madness of the racism and the ruling classes. They laugh it off and call themselves tacklers. They do blunders, they do gaps. Oh yes, the sophisticated language of the educated fascists. And they want to collect their taxes. They want your health, your dreams, your gladness, because you're more useful to them. Happiness, that's the truth, wrapped up in your sickness and your sadness. And how can opportunity be lacking in a system that is practiced? There must be someone to blame. There must be some sort of catalyst, someone that we can point our finger at and wag it. Those educated fascists would sell their colonial history back to us through rose-tinted glasses, like diasporic chasms, really created homework for all races and all classes. If you believe that, then be a patriot of madness. Take your flag out and wave it. Be a patriot to those who've waged a war against your wages. It's happened through the ages. From Babylonians to Etonians, palaces to parliaments, kings and queens to masons. They are well versed in fake rebellions. They are well equipped. They will flood the world with freedom and their sables and their slave ship. They've said that the migrants, they come in swarms. They're dirty, they're barbaric. But what about the pack of wolves that rides up front in the golden carriage? The ones that own the tools to wash our brains in acid. The ones that own the media that keeps us dumbed down and panicked. That own the means to give us a lifetime of institutionalized lashes. Yes, the tactics can be quite rapid. Is there anything more savage than the educated fascist?
We are forbidden images. We are forbidden images. We are forbidden images. So stop masturbating the distance between the eyes. And your fantasy. We are forbidden images. So stop masturbating the distance between the eyes. And your fantasy.
Myths. Let's create myths. That's all we have been practicing on for years now. And now it's the time. Let's mythologize our shitty jobs and feel that we are offering something to this world. Let's mythologize our anxiety and give a color to the key opening the door to our darkness. Let's mythologize our big noses, our small lips, our crooked teeth, our flat asses, our crossed eyes, our tall feet, our viewless tits, our lost hair, and feel that their melody have been created to be heard and not to be seen. Let's mythologize our fantasies and start dreaming without the need to sleep before. Let's mythologize our needs and stop building shops to buy them and build hugs instead to take care of them. Let's mythologize our way to love and give up using disinfectant on our way to the intimacy. Let's demystify our inability to accept us and others and focus on our ability to touch ourselves and others without feeling shame and with no big brother fear. Let's demystify our ego, our jealousy, our stop on the way and touch the shoulder of someone and say, hey, I wish you a lovely day. A Greek poet says that we are always for me, you, and you. Let's demystify the thought of moment, as we are so many inside and outside us. Let's demystify unity and start spreading conformity with what makes us cry. Let's demystify purity and fuck as much as we can. Let us be the myth of our feelings and erase them from our future mistakes so that we can't be the ones making them real. Let us be the myth of our fingerprints so that we are no ones identified when isolated to the memory of a simple touch. Don't forget, there is a huge difference between myth and reality. Reality uses the lips to kiss, when myth just uses the words that lips say. Remember that, and let's kiss the world when we are again allowed to play. And now, let me demystify you. You were never that important in reality. Let me demystify me. I was just in need of not being me, and then it was all over. Like a myth, trying to mythologize over and over again whatever was demystified. Right after, we were fucking. Right after, we were fucking.
Nobody calls your name anymore. It's like you are in an apocalypse that you have not found yourself yet. But remember, not a long time ago, you were doing nothing, believing that your life was granted, that your freedom was granted. Deaf, listening to names that weren't yours. My love, my baby, something nostalgic. Even your own name had a value that you were interrupting often. So to see if you can handle the personalization of your mistakes and the acceptance of your destiny. Wanting all the time to have everything, demanding all the time everything without giving back anything special. Just a bit of attention, sometimes, in what was good for you, in what was promoting somehow your ego. And now, you are so eager to hear your name by anyone, shouting to you. Come, you are not alone. We are together. We will be together. We will be hoping together. And we will smile without masks again someday. The only thing I'm asking you is to look at me in the eyes and see me, see who I am, and not the one you want me to be. Under what name you want to exist? In which country? In which season? By what criterion will you choose everything from now and on? Does it really matter?
Any other day, I would go, you would say, baby, how's your day? But today, it ain't the same. Every other word is yeah, okay. Could it be that you are the crib with another lady? If you took it there, first of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around and be blamed. Prove yourself to me, I'm the girl that you claim. Don't you say the things that you said to me yesterday. Say my name, say my name. 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 When no one is around you, say my name, I love you. Running gate, my name, say my name. You're acting kinda shady and calling me baby. Why the silent change? Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby, I love you. You're running gate. Say my name, say my name. You're acting kinda shady and calling me baby. Better say my name.
Now that nobody is close to you, what is the value of I love you? What is the value of a song when you listen to it alone? It is now lost, the value of whispering. We need screams, and they are outside, and we are locked down. Say my name, say my name. 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 I didn't know where to go. The more I was screaming, the more my clothes appeared to be naked, and I couldn't fit into them. I couldn't fit into the underground of any imperfection. I was digging to find gold at the bottom of my city life. I was watching the pedestrian with the side of my eye and I was feeling it. I was low. Too much low. That much that my soul was sweating of all the shit I was going through. I couldn't even fit into the two words that I thought that they loved me. But they were just fucking me. I couldn't fit into the question without answer. I was the answer. I was thinking of all the whys and I was watching ants passing by without any supply for the winter. I couldn't fit into the go away. I was stuck into the I want without knowing what I wanted. I couldn't fit into the headrest of any god. I was eating the apple without knowing that I was allergic to it. I thought I was the masculine gender, but I was the feminine defeat. I never fit into an even number because I wasn't getting freeze, I was melting instead. I never fit into the you are my best friend because my friends are more like lovers in an endless relationship, cheating the time for a piece of a glance and a glance of an interior peace. They are all special inside me. They all have a part in my single's life buried. I couldn't fit into the again, and this serves me for nothing. When you fuck with the one, the others are nothing. Never forget that, you stupid poet. And if one of your balls justified me, I have the other one to support me. When you fuck, it's only happiness progressing. Anxiety only gets holding. I didn't know that people forget, and I remembered the nights I had you in my arms. I didn't know that people laugh, and I was stuck in being in love. I didn't know that love dies, and I was dreaming. I didn't know how to dream, and I wasn't sleeping before you fell asleep. I didn't know how to hate, and I fell in love. I learned to fuck, and I forgot how much it hurts to be fucked. I learned to sing, and I forgot whispering to your ear, and this killed me.
In a manner of speaking, I just want to say that I could never forget the way you told me everything by saying nothing. In a manner of speaking, I don't understand how loving silence becomes reprimand. But the way that I feel about you is beyond words. Oh, give me the words. Give me the words that tell me nothing. Oh, give me the words. Give me the words that tell me everything.
I knew that cooking for you was making me horny. There was no recipe I wouldn't address for you. I knew that my favorite scent was your skin. I was dirty. I knew that my bedsheets were stinking your beautiful perfume, even when you hadn't even come. Don't forget to take your orange boxers. Winter is coming. Time to cry. I knew my house empty, full of your absence. Don't forget, I have seen you sleeping. I was watching the news on TV and they had nothing to say about you. What a strange thing. You were everywhere for me, and me, for you, I was the art you weren't supporting. I was a painting of a young artist who wasn't yet known. I was the songs of small bands playing in bars without getting paid. I was. And then I left you. and I became me. Again. Sometimes I hear an instrument playing in my mind, and I swear I recognize the sound of your soul in it. If I was smiling without you, it was because of the weakness of my unsuccessful priorities. If I was crying for you, it was because of the power of my unsuccessful suicide. I was lost in medicines without the power of cure.
Semantics won't do. In this life that we live, we only make do. And the way that we feel might have to be sacrificed. So in a manner of speaking, I just want to say, like you, I should find a way to tell you everything. My saying nothing. You see the words. You see the words that tell me nothing. Oh, give me the words. Give me the words that tell me.
I lived for the red color of the night who bought a part of my amnesia. I ejaculated for the black color who stimulated our last goodbye. I can say that I met you, even if you were a different person. I can say that I met you, even if you were just another melody at the edge of my lips. Even if you were the last meters of a kilometer that I never walked, because as I was running, I was fading away, and as I was going far away from you, I was erasing the touch of a merciless joy, a joy exercised by every night that I didn't dream of you, but still, you were always in my closed eyes, but you were never in my open arms. No matter how much I was seeking of perfection, you were the reality. No matter how much I was seeking of perfection, you were the fucking reality. No matter how much I was seeking of perfection, you were the fucking reality. I loved you, and you didn't. I loved you,